Well, North Central All Progressives Congress Forum has hailed members of the defunct Congress for Progressive Change, led by former Nasarawa State Governor Tanko Al-Makura, for snubbing the coalition against President Bola Tinubu. The forum made this known in a statement released on Thursday by its chairman, Alhaji Saleh Zazaga. The opposition coalition led by former Vice President Tanko Abubakar is aimed at defeating Tinubu and the APC in the 2027 general elections. Ahead of the 2027 polls, the coalition is currently mobilizing key opposition politicians to form an alliance against Tinubu. The CPC was among the parties that merged to form the APC, which had former President Muhammadu Buhari as the leader of the CPC before it became part of the APC. There were speculations that the CPC bloc in the APC would join the coalition against being championed by Atiku and Nasir El-Rufai. However, after a meeting at Al-Makura's Abuja residence on Wednesday, the CPC bloc, in a statement signed by Al-Makura, former Katsina State Governor Bello Masari, and 21 others, distanced themselves from the coalition and reaffirmed their allegiance to the APC and Tinubu. Reacting to the development on Thursday, the North Central APC Forum noted that joining the opposition coalition, Al-Makura from Nasarawa State has shown that the North Central is indeed for Tinubu and the APC. The APC Forum stressed that the development has strengthened its confidence in actualizing its pledge to deliver 6 million votes for Tinubu from the North Central in the next election. Or part of the statement said, the North Central APC Forum salutes the Congress for Progressive Change CPC bloc led by former Nasarawa State Governor Tanko Al-Makura for snubbing the opposition coalition being formed against Bola Tinubu and a great party, the All Progressives Congress, APC. Yeah,
Victor,
this is another one.
Victor, this is laughable.
From the APC.
Yeah.
Well, you might find it laughable on your part. I mean, this might not reflect, some of the Nigerians' concerns as regards to this. But the question is, how significant is the CP bloc's loyalty to Tinubu?
They are not loyal to Tinubu. They are loyal to Muhammadu Buhari. That is the party formed by Muhammadu Buhari and who contested president under CPC. With the first time I saw Buhari was when Mike Hamba brought him to Owerri when he came to campaign. I can't actually remember the year. That was a year before I traveled out of Nigeria. So he came. We went to Imo Airport to receive him. We came. I was still a baby. I think I just finished secondary school or so. So I was interested in politics, and the priest I was staying with was involved, so I normally follow him about. So we went to Samun Bakwe Airport and welcomed Muhammadu Buhari and went to MCC Road. I can't forget the place because you remember the kind of politics we play in Nigeria. They did not even give him a public space to campaign. He used the residence of late Chief Mike Hamba, who was his attorney.
Okay.
If you go and read about Mike Hamba, he's the person who was following Tinubu to all the litigations of all the presidential elections he contested. It was in his residence that Buhari spoke to the Imolites that came to welcome him. So when you talk about the CPC, it is the brainchild of Muhammadu Buhari. That 12 million votes they say is lying somewhere is with the party called the CPC. So when you say that Al-Makura, I'm going to speak on this particular topic as an event that has been overtaken, because yesterday there was a press statement from the former AGF, Attorney General of the Federation under Muhammadu Buhari's administration, Abubakar Malami, debunking what Al-Makura have said. And let's all not forget, Nigerians will recall that Al-Makura has been making moves to be the national chairman of APC. That is why he has become a very subtle prey to the APC to poach in order to make this kind of move. So he has an underlying interest in becoming the APC national chairman, because you know that Ganduje is still on an acting capacity. And a lot of people have been asking that Ganduje be asked so that the North Central will complete their tenure. And this Al-Makura is the only person who won governorship seat under the CPC. Then when the coalition of APC came, he now won under his second tenure under APC. So his political gimmicks and his political allegiance to Tinubu is not today.
All right. So the North Central APC Forum claims it can deliver 6 million votes for Tinubu. Do you think this target is realistic, given the region's, diverse political dynamics?
What is happening in the North Central today cannot even give Tinubu 200,000 votes. Because what is happening in Plateau State, what is happening in Benue State, what is happening, the economic hardship. We heard that Dangote is selling his PMS at 830 something. But in River State here, we can't even see it because he's designated to some independent marketers. Right. So when you now consider the cost of going to Lagos to lift it, you buy this one, whatever they are giving us at Port Harcourt refinery that we don't know whether it's blended or what. So when you just oppose the economic hardship, and even this 1 naira, 2 naira they are removing from the fuel price, that is not reflecting in the economy.
Okay.
What is the stand of an every Nigerian to say that the person we kill behind Bola Tinubu, whom all his policies has been in the pipeline, I have not seen the light of the day?
Well, they've also rejected Atiku's coalition. So what
Who rejected Atiku's coalition? The Al-Makura.
Yes, they've rejected his coalition. What does this rejection of his Atiku's coalition by the CPC bloc reveal about the challenges opposition parties face, most especially as a united front against the APC?
You see, for APC to be making this kind of moves, Al-Makura has been left a political orphan since he left office. I don't know, even you, as an upcoming AMCO, you've not had his name. You've not had his name. No, I'm saying the truth because you will grow through the ranks. So you've not had Al-Makura. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing Al-Makura. You don't even know whom Tanko Al-Makura is. So I'm educating you about Tanko Al-Makura and most Nigerians who don't even know him. So Al-Makura has become a political orphan. The only time I heard about him was when Adams Oshomole was about to be removed as APC national chairman, and he made some moves. After that, he went in comatose. Even during the Bola Tinubu electioneering campaign, he was nowhere to be found. But he has made himself a prey in their hands, because they are now jittery about this coalition. Listen, Victor, if APC, like I told you in so many of our shows here, that if APC say that they are not losing sleep, if Bola Tinubu say that he's not losing sleep because of this tsunami, they want that Labour Party, that everybody, jettisoned the Labour Party, and you saw the surprise that they put. That is why APC, if they say that they are losing sleep, if they say they are not losing sleep about this upcoming coalition that we don't know how mega it will be, it is a lie. And this can show you clearly now that APC is jittery. If they can go, listen, you asked me a question, I've not made my point. If APC is not jittery, they won't have been going to Al-Makura, who have been left politically orphaned, to now speak to the bloc of the CPC. And that brings me to what I said, that Al-Makura is not in a position, listen, Al-Makura is not in a position to speak for CPC. All the ministers that served under Buhari, the Lai Mohammeds of this world, the Issa Pantamis of this world, the person who spearheaded the kitchen cabinet of Muhammadu Buhari were El-Rufai and the late Daura, I think Daura, the one that died during COVID, and Malami was the de facto president when Buhari, during the tail end of Buhari's administration, and he is the person that can speak for that CPC block and I will listen.
All right.
And
So,
he has come to make a statement that Al-Makura cannot speak for him.
All right. When you're trying to make your points, you're trying to make it as concise as possible, as brief, so that we can delve into several other topics. Now, you might be right when you say that I don't know much about Al-Makura.
Yeah.
For some reasons, I might not know much about him.
Yeah,
but from the little knowledge I know, and from what you know about Al-Makura, now I want you to, give me how influential do you think Al-Makura is in the APC, to begin with that?
But I've just told you. I just say that is why you should, I take time in explaining those things.
That's what I'm saying.
Is so that you will listen and understand what I'm saying.
Hold on. I quite understand you.
That is why I've answered the question.
What are the significant
things? He has no significance.
Now the question
Al-Makura has no significance, even as he stands in speaking for the block of CPC. As he stands now, he has no stance. He doesn't stand a chance.
You're saying that Al-Makura does not have any influence at all within the APC to shape the party strategy. Is that what you mean?
If Victor, can Nigerians ask themselves this question? If Al-Makura were that important, why didn't we see him play a big role in the life of Muhammad Buhari's administration? Where was he shoved away? And when Bola Tinubu was coming to the fray, remember that this CPC you're talking about, why APC is talking about this, that they are not too comfortable with the part that this CPC block will play is this. Remember that Bola Tinubu never knew he will clinch the ticket of APC during the 2023 primaries leading to the presidential election. Reason why? Amechi came. Amechi was close to Tinubu. There was a time the vice president even threw his hat into the ring.
Okay.
This person, Ahmed Lawan, who was the Senate president, threw his hat into the ring. So all those people that came were the kitchen members of the Muhammad Buhari's kitchen cabinet. So when you now look at it and just oppose it, where in those names that I've mentioned did you see Al-Makura?
Okay.
So what was left of Al-Makura? He was technically shoved away and made an impossible in the administration of Muhammad Buhari. And for you to know that APC have lost touch with CPC bloc, spearheaded by the person of Esther Pantami, who was the Minister for New Media and Digital Economy. You talk about the Minister of Culture and the Information in the Muhammad Buhari's administration, Lai Mohammed. You talk about the AGF, Malami. These are the three people that can speak for CPC and that will take it to the bank.
All
not
right.
Somebody like
okay, so
like
in
Al-Makura.
essence you're saying
both
that
in both phases.
In essence you're saying that the hailing from the North Central APC, hailing of Al-Makura is of no relevance.
If ultra vice.
All right.
Of no effect.
Well,
and you can take it, you can further make your research.
Okay.
The only thing is that he is talking as to give value and to give significance to the APC, whom is now contracting him to speak for them. But what I'm telling you is emphatically and in political political and anatomy that somebody like Al-Makura has lost touch with whatever is the representation of his person in both APC and CPC bloc.
Well, let's delve right